With all these years I spent on YouTube, I came with a message. Which y'all be telling me that I be clout chasing. But now let me let Harlem finish. Because this is going to be a bumpy ride tonight for you, Jim Jones. This is going to be a bumpy ride.
Yeah, I got to call it what it is. There was speculation. You heard? Because he ended up getting booked. Okay? He ended up getting, I'm just saying. These ain't my words. I'm just bringing y'all the news. He ended up getting booked. He was on the run for 3 years. He made America's Most Wanted, y'all. There was an award out for his arrest. Like I said, some may take your story and act like they did it. You heard? So, a murder suspect on the run from police for 3 years was arrested in Sayreville today after authorities received a tip that he was staying in a townhouse in the borough, police said. Carlos Thompson, whose case was featured on the television Crime Stopper show America's Most Wanted, was arrested about 3:15 p.m. in a residence on Farnham Square in the Reflections Townhouse development. Borough Police Detective Lieutenant Timothy Brennan and Detective Sergeant Thomas Cassidy were contacted early today and set up surveillance near the townhouse. They were joined by the New York City Police, U.S. Marshals, and several borough officers who entered the townhouse and quickly apprehended Thompson, Detective Matthew Berdersky said. He was shocked, Berdersky said. The 33-year-old suspect, a team of 14 officers participated in the arrest. Thompson had apparently been leasing the Sayreville townhouse since November. On June 16, 2005, Thompson and several cohorts allegedly attacked a 15-year-old youth for selling CDs on the street in Harlem, New York. Thompson was an enforcer. I'm going to say this again. Thompson was an enforcer for the group of the rapper artists known as the Dipset Crew. When the youth selling the CDs fought back and slashed Thompson on the face with a knife, Thompson ordered someone to get a gun from the car and then handed the gun to a 13-year-old juvenile and his group and ordered him to shoot the victim, according to police. In October 2007, while still a fugitive from the police, Thompson was riding in a car with a driver who was drunk. When the driver crashed in the accident in Manhattan and the car flipped over, Thompson crawled out and fled, leaving a badly injured driver who later died, according to police. It was unclear today whether Thompson had used his own name or an alias to lease the townhouse, Berdersky said. Thompson was...
Wow.
Held tonight in the Middlesex County Jail pending extradition to New York. Now, this where it gets tricky, right? Now, y'all know, I just showed y'all everything y'all needed to see. Because I got to break this down, because I know a lot of y'all are a little behind the curve, right? Remember I said some people would take your life and act like it's theirs? Pay attention.
My life on the line for this. I've been to trial for this. I've been on America's Most Wanted for this. I've been on gang files for this. I've been on everything you can name, so.
Hold up, we gotta stop you there. To everybody out there watching, when has Jim Jones ever been on America's Most Wanted? When have Jim Jones ever been on America's Most Wanted?
Right? You see what I'm saying, y'all? It gets tricky because anybody can live your life and act like they the ones. Hey, look, it's a tricky game out here, y'all. Shout out to Zubanga. You heard? Yeah. Y'all made it protect him and help him get to the top and do all of this. But, yeah, I got to be real. They ain't going to bring y'all names up. They just only going to do this in front of the camera.
My life on the line for this. I've been to trial for this. I've been on America's Most Wanted for this. I've been on gang files for this. I've been on everything you can name, so.
Have you? That's not it. That's not it. Oh, y'all thought the show was over. No, sir. Because the Wave God himself, yeah, I gotta call it what it is. The Wave God himself, Max B. You remember when you see, I had to go back. I had to go do my homework, right? I had to really go back and look, and I said,
Harlem legend, you should have mind your business, my nigga. How dare you go dig up this? You would have did this shit right here, nigga. Harlem legend, you would have dug up this shit. What? Scooby-Doo. The nigga Jim. Let me let Harlem Legend finish cooking. Y'all make sure y'all go support and subscribe to Harlem Legend. Cause after this ass whooping right here and this shit right here, he deserve it. Mr. Campbell got his lieutenant, his gangbangers, out there killing babies, overselling Dipset CDs, 13-year-old killing a 15-year-old, a 15-year-old, 13-year-old, they babies? And people knew this and was still supporting Jim Jones? Ooh, child. This is just the beginning of the live. I ain't even get started yet.
When Max B said that, you heard, I said that to myself. I said, I remember when Max B said that, I said, something ain't right. I said, did Max B say he told on Zoo? Not my words, his.
Jim Jones is now a snitch. Niggas telling on niggas and all that. Told on that nigga Zoo. He on the run. You told on him. You dry snitch. Freaky Zeke, you'll never snitch.
What? Who? I just gotta make sure you heard that I heard that right. Cause I'm a little behind on a lot of things. I'm not too smart. Right? I'm not too smart, y'all. What did he say?
Jim Jones is now a snitch. Niggas telling on niggas and all that. Told on that nigga Zoo. He on the run. You told on him. You dry snitch. Freaky Zeke, you'll never snitch.
I don't know. I'm a little confused. But I'm glad I could break that down for y'all and let y'all know who was the real top goon. Who?
Listen, Harlem Legend, you ain't have to do this nigga like this. Harlem, you ain't have to do this nigga like this. Damn, I was whipping, nigga, I done whipped Jim Jones' ass all over this internet for years. But Harlem, I don't know, son. Yo, Harlem, it seemed like you trying to come from my spot, my nigga. Harlem, you trying to take my spot? This shit right here, nigga.
Yo, top gunslinger. Who was the one that was really, really holding Jim Jones down? You heard? And like I said, look, shout out to Frankie Boo. Shout out to Luca. You heard? Shout out to Holly Bang Bang. Rest in peace. You heard? These guys is from Franklin Ave and Lincoln. They from all up over there, all Brooklyn. Shout out to the whole Brooklyn, all stand-up dudes that really stood in there and took the flames. Wow, I just got a problem with that. Jim Jones is sitting there claiming the fame for this, and you wasn't the one on America's Most Wanted, homie. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. Hey, look, I'm only here to break down the news. I don't make it. You heard? I didn't say it. Max B said it. You feel me? I'm going to be honest. Yo, it's your boy E or you, a.k.a. the Harlem Legend, man. Make sure you leave a comment, subscribe. Let me know how you feel about this. Did Jim Jones tell on Zoo? Gave them his location because he been on that line. He been on that wild.
Harlem Legend, you know the truth of the matter is? If Jim Jones did actually tell on Zoo, Zoo deserved to get told on. He absolutely, if what they saying is true, and this dude got little bloods killing baby bloods or innocent bystanders selling DVDs, y'all already know my slogan. I created it. Lock them up. Because I'm not with that. Back in the days when I ain't know no better, I used to say the stupidity. I don't wish jail on nobody because I was in jail. And not realizing that some people deserve to be in jail. And some people in the street deserve to live. Nobody in the street should be held hostage. Nobody should have to worry about their children go outside and to make an extra dollar, they decide to sell a bootleg CD or DVD and they die in the process of selling a CD, a baby? When all he was doing was trying to feed his family? Harlem, you should have never did this. Because I'm never letting up off of Jim Jones after this. The only way Jim Jones could get me off of his back is if he tell the world, yeah, he did tell on Zoo, because Zoo deserved to go to jail. Lock him up.
He been with The Wire? We don't know. We don't know. I didn't say it. Max B said it. Pay attention.
You know who I'm talking about. Shut your ass up before I get to talk shit about you. You don't want me to expose you.
Harlem Legend, that was a classic and it was needed. Not only was it a classic, but it was needed. And I gotta say to you, on this video that I just played, keep up the good work. Because stuff like this, there's two sides of the street. There's the civilians. Then there's the criminals. And everybody that's on the criminal side ain't really criminals. They just out there trying to survive. So we understand that. But the civilians should not have to fall victim. The civilians should not have to bury their children because of the criminals. The civilians should not have to worry about gang activity and gang life putting the pressure on the community. So the children in the community gotta feel the pressure of becoming a gang member. Peace almighty, peace, blood. This shit ain't for everybody, but it should be for everybody. This ain't for everybody, but it should be for everybody. When everybody see those bees, they should feel safe. Oppression, blood. War, blood. 50-50 love, fuck 50-50 love. Death to all those that go against blood. Peace almighty, peace, blood. I was there from the beginning. But they let too many suckers in. They let too many suckers in. In the same way, Tekashi 6ix9ine should have never been in the whip. Jim Jones should have never been in the whip. That nigga's an imposter. He's an imposter.